Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be reviewing two vacuums. Now I know that that's definitely not my usual niche, but as that is still a lifestyle category, you know, cleaning and home things. And if you guys know, you know, homemaker status. I love all things cleaning, okay? I take cleaning very seriously. I clean multiple times a week. I'm always looking for new cleaning products, new hacks. And so this year when I acquired my new Dyson V8 and my Shark, I'm not sure of the model, but I'll put it across the screen. I was so excited because it made cleaning so much easier. Prior to these two vacuums, I had an old regular vacuum that I had had for over 20 years, yes. In my family, we keep things until they break. We don't just buy new things just because we can. So yeah, that's me too. And so when I first got my Shark, I was like, oh, this is amazing. Then when I got my Dyson, I was like, wait, hold up. This might be even better. So I had to come to you guys today and review these two products and compare them because there are a bit of similarities, but there are definitely some differences. And I want to help give you an informed review to help you better decide which vacuum is right for you. So if you'd like to see my comparison between the Dyson V8 and the Shark upright stick vacuum, then please keep watching. So guys, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I know this is very different for me and my channel, but when I tell you, if y'all follow me on Instagram, you know that like it's homemaker status. Like I love keeping a beautiful home, and part of that is cleaning and maintaining a home. You don't have to have the biggest, the most grand home, but how you take care of what you have means a lot, and that's why I love cleaning. Also because I love like an organized and neat and clean and space that smells good. So first I want to talk a little bit about this Shark vacuum. I purchased this either at the beginning of this year or the end of last year. Like I said, I was moving from a traditional clunky vacuum, and when I got this Shark, I was like, oh, this is amazing. I had never had an upright vacuum, and though it does have a cord, it was just so powerful and lightweight and easy to use, and I loved it. The carpet lines were amazing, and I was just like, oh, this is perfect. So the Shark also comes with some attachments so that you can pick up smaller things. There are some pet hair attachments, but I don't have that. I love that the container for your dust, your mess, is large enough to do I can probably do 2,500 square feet of my home, so like one level of my home at a time. After I do one floor, I will have to empty the canister, but that's not too bad for me. Obviously, with these lighter weight upright vacuums, you can't hold as much trash in the trash compartment, but that's fine. And then I got my Dyson. So the Dyson is a lot like the Shark, but it is cordless. And I had no clue how much I needed a cordless vacuum. The biggest difference for me is that because it's cordless, all day, every day, I'm just like, oh, I have hair on my bathroom floor, let me get my vacuum. I don't have to worry about plugging something up, winding the cord over the hooks. And though it doesn't sound like a big thing, it does make cleaning a bit more easy. So what I will say is when I got the Dyson and I was gifted this in an HSN collab, I was able to just clean more frequently. Usually I would reserve vacuuming, especially, or doing my hardwood floors to once a week. Well, now I do it like 3 times a week just because it's so much more easy. It's also a stick vacuum and an upright vacuum, but it is a lot lighter than the Shark, so I do enjoy that. Now, it is a bit annoying to have to charge it. I can definitely clean my whole house on one charge, but just like with the Shark, after I do about 2,500 square feet, so one floor of my house, I have to empty the container where all the trash and the dirt and debris is because it will get clogged. But it has great suction, it works well, and it also comes with different attachments to help get like sofa, to do your baseboards, to clean up high, anything like that. So now that I have told you a little bit about both vacuums, I want to go in depth. Back up, back up. Back up, baby. Oh, that makes me so happy. About the Dyson. I am able to vacuum up pet hair, human hair. I'm able to vacuum my hardwood floors, get any crumbs, spills, able to get everything off of carpet and rugs. I love this Dyson so much. It's very powerful, which I do enjoy. I never thought I would really enjoy a vacuum that I have to charge, but it's so easy to use. I can go from room to room without plugging in my vacuum and without taking it out of the wall. No, it's not a big thing, but it does just make it more convenient and it makes me want to vacuum more. It also has two different suction levels. One is for hardwood floors and the other one you can use on carpet or rug, so I like that. Now it definitely uses more power, so if you have a lot of carpet in your home, like if you don't have hardwood floors, you're gonna have to charge it more often. It also lets you know when the container for the trash is full because it won't allow you to continue vacuuming, so that's something to make note of. Now, some cons about the Dyson: it doesn't stand up on its own. You have to like have it leaning against the wall, which is sometimes kind of like, I don't want to mess up my walls, so that's definitely a con for me. And just the fact that you have to charge it, but you shouldn't really buy a vacuum that you have to charge if you're not comfortable with that and you don't already know that going in, so that's kind of just like, well, here we are. The one thing that I love more than anything about the Dyson vacuum, the model that I have, is that the brush that takes in all the trash detangles your hair. So if you have long hair like myself, if you have pets, if you have lots of people in your house and hair is always getting caught in the roller of your vacuum and you're having to turn it over and cut the hair out, you will never have to do this. Now, I don't know what type of technology they use. I look at it and I'm still trying to figure out how they do it, but hair has never gotten caught on the roll. That alone is a reason why you need this Dyson, if you care about that. When I realized that it has a detangling brush head and I never have to detangle hair and cut it off, it just makes it so much more simple. I love this vacuum so much. So now I want to talk a little bit about the Shark. Now the Shark is a lot like the Dyson, but it's a little heavier. It does clean just as well. It also has two different suction modes. So you have one for hardwood floors and then you have one for carpet and rugs. I do like that because now I don't necessarily have to Swiffer. Now I still do enjoy Swiffering to get up all the dust, but if you have large amounts of dust or anything like larger pieces of trash or anything on your floor, food spilled, anything like that, these vacuums are great for that. So I like that I can go from carpet to hardwood floor with one vacuum and I don't have to use a Swiffer. But the Shark is amazing. It's powerful. It is a bit loud, but you kind of just, it's like, it's a vacuum. My dog is gonna scream and run away from it. That's just what she does. The con about this is that the hair gets tangled so easily in the roll. So I do have to cut it very often and that's annoying. Also, when I'm emptying the Shark's trash container, I have to touch it. So the Dyson is different. There's like a little flap and you hold it over the trash and it opens. But with the Shark, you actually have to touch it and get dirty. So that's a con as well. But for the price of the Shark, it's a really great vacuum and it gives the sexiest carpet lines. Oh, I just love good carpet lines. Now, obviously those are not gonna be long lasting and you shouldn't purchase a vacuum really based on the carpet lines, but I love some sexy carpet lines and that Shark definitely does it. So now that I've kind of shared some info on both the Shark and the Dyson, now I'm gonna go through by some categories to talk about which vacuum is better for who and which I recommend overall. Okay, so for overall aesthetics, I have to give it to the Dyson. The Dyson is sleeker. It just looks better. I like the colors of the Dyson. It's purple and I think gray and like silverish versus the Shark, which is gray and orange. I mean, it's not terrible, but I definitely prefer the look of the Dyson, so that one goes to Dyson. For weight, the Dyson is a little lighter. Now, I have not obviously weighed these vacuums. I will put the weights across the screen, but when I was holding each of them, the Dyson is a little lighter, so the Dyson gets it for weight. Now let's talk about handle comfort because I've never heard anyone talk about this. The Dyson loses boo tomatoes. The Dyson is so uncomfortable in my hand. Now with the Shark, you can switch a button and just hold the handle. With the Dyson, you have to kind of hold a trigger while you vacuum and it kind of hurts my hand. I've never heard anybody talk about that. I don't know if people just don't notice it, but when I vacuum, I'm vacuuming for like 45 minutes. If I'm gonna vacuum my entire home, it's taking almost an hour, and after a while it does hurt because of the contours of where you hold the vacuum. So for handle comfort, I definitely have to go with Shark. I would much rather the Dyson have a switch where you don't have to hold the trigger. For storage, to me, they're both bad. So neither of these vacuums stand up on their own. They are upright vacuums, but they have to be leaned against the wall. I don't necessarily like that. The Dyson does come with something for you to hang it on the wall, but I don't use that. And I do also have one for my Shark, but I don't think it comes with it. So you can affix them to something that allows them to hang on the wall, but they don't stand up on their own. So I don't really like how you have to store them. So neither of them get a point for that. For suction, I have to give it to both the Dyson and the Shark. The Shark suction is amazing and the Dyson's is as well. I don't really notice any difference. I will say, if anything, maybe just because the roller for the actual vacuum head is a bit larger on the Shark, maybe you can get more at one time, but all you have to do is run over it a few extra times with the Dyson. So for the suction aspect, I would give a point to each. For getting up hair, I have to give it to the Dyson. Definitely, 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 without a doubt. I love that I can vacuum and I don't have to deal with detangling hair. It has an automatic detangling brush head, so you don't have to cut hair every month. I really love that. But for getting up hair, definitely the Dyson, hands down. Okay, picking up crumbs. So how well each vacuum picks up dirt, crumbs, anything like that. In my opinion, the Dyson is closer to the floor than the Shark. So I think the Dyson is better at picking up small things like dirt, anything from the bottom of your shoes, crumbs, dust, things like that. And I think the Shark is better at picking up, let's say if you had cereal on the floor, like I think the Shark is better at picking up larger particles versus the Dyson. I just feel like the Dyson is flush against the floor. So that's why I think the Dyson is so great for picking up dust. But if you have a child who maybe sits in a high chair and drops a lot of food, I think you'd be better off going with the Shark. For picking up larger items like cereal and things like that, I'm gonna go with the Shark. So I think they're better for different things. I don't have any kids in my home and I don't anticipate on having any anytime soon, so the Dyson works well for me. For power, they both have great power. They both have two different suction powers, so I'm gonna give power both to the Dyson and the Shark. I don't notice a difference. They both work well on carpet and on hardwood floors. For ease of use, I'm gonna give each vacuum a point. Though the Dyson is a bit easier because you don't have to plug it in, the Shark is not hard to use. I find it just as easy. It's just not as convenient. So for ease of use, I'm giving it to Dyson and the Shark. Now for convenience, I'm definitely going with the Dyson. Look, I mean, it doesn't sound like a big thing once again, but being able to go from room to room without plugging something in and taking it out of the wall is a huge game changer. If you're like myself and you're busy and you want to clean and then get it over with and not spend extra time, definitely go with something that you can charge. So for convenience, I'm gonna go with Dyson. For attachments and accessories, I definitely think the Dyson attachments are just better constructed. I think they're more thought out. I like the attachment options you have with the Dyson versus with the Shark, you kind of just have hoses. So I'm gonna go with Dyson for the attachments. And last but not least, carpet lines. Obviously, like I said, the Dyson is great, but it does not have sexy carpet lines. So I have to go with the Shark for the sexy carpet lines. But once again, that's totally not a factor that most people care about. But I do. So all in all, like obviously as I'm filming this, I haven't tallied them up, but both vacuums are wonderful. They're both great options. I think the Shark is for somebody who just needs a powerful upright stick vacuum that's not too heavy, that doesn't need all the frills. Maybe you just want something basic. And I purchased mine for around $160. So you don't want to spend a ton of money. You want something basic, but that works well. The Shark is for you. The Dyson is for someone who wants something that works well, that looks nice, that's lightweight as well, but a little lighter than the Shark. But you like ease and convenience. You want to be able to take your vacuum from room to room, up and down the stairs, and not have to worry about plugging it in. That is for you. It's also for you if you have lots of hair or long hair and you don't want to worry about having to cut hair out of the brush roll. The Dyson is for you. If you don't mind spending money for something luxurious, go with the Dyson. If you don't care about a detangling brush roll and having to unplug and plug in your vacuum vacuum, go with the Shark. Both are great vacuums. I think they're just for different people. Because I have both, I'm still going to use both, but I love the Dyson definitely a lot more. I can get over not having sexy carpet lines because it's just so easy to use. If you have multiple levels in your home, I just think a cordless vacuum is better. There are cons to each vacuum, but the Dyson just stole my heart. But the biggest thing, most of all, it's that I don't have to detangle hair. And as someone whose hair sheds so much, I love that feature of the Dyson. And so that is what really did it for me. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, just learning more about the two vacuums that I have that literally have made my life so much easier. I know these are just vacuums and they're not that important, but cleaning is very important to me. I really enjoy it. And as a future homemaker, I just think keeping a nice, tidy, clean home is just super important to me. And having products to do that job well is definitely essential. So check out both of these vacuums down below. I think they're for two different people and it's about what you find to be worth it. Some people won't think spending $350 or $400 on a vacuum is worth it. And I definitely understand it because prior to having my Dyson, I probably wouldn't either. If you have kids, you might find that having the vacuum that you don't have to charge that picks up larger things is worth it. So go with the Shark. I hope this video was helpful. I hope that it allowed you to make a more informed decision. I love you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video and stay tuned to next month when I will be talking all about my favorite cleaning products and the best cleaning hacks. See you guys. Bye.